What's going on, guys? I want to share some information with you. It might be a little important for some of us here. I actually just started to stumble upon this myself recently, and I'll talk about this on a couple of videos. I'll talk about this on the very next video because I have a lot to say about this. So recently I'm finding out some of the Oedipus complex issues that my girlfriend's son is having, with respect to them and everybody that has their own trauma and their own issues. I'm just going to explain to you what I've recently discovered, and I've seen this before. I personally have not had this in my own life, and many times I tell you guys I'm going to put me first, and I made this mistake first, but I've never done this before, but I have seen it many times before. The Oedipus complex is basically, in a nutshell, it's a Sigmund Freud finding. It was just before the early 1900s. He also started to label it a little bit more and heavily, do some more writing about it after the 1900s. It was in his Psychosexual analytic study of of uh, of his theory, the Oedipus complex. Basically, he got this name basically from a story. You can probably look at it later, but basically he discovered the name from an old Greek mythical story of the child that lost his parents and did not know who his mom and dad was, and eventually killed this man, and married and had sex with this woman, who he later found out was his father that he killed, and the woman that he had sex with was his mother. So he called it the Oedipus complex. The Oedipus complex starts within the 5 stages of psychosexual analytics. It's actually in the middle stage, the phallic stage. The first stage is the oral stage. The second stage is the anal stage. The third is the phallic stage. The fourth is latency. And the fifth stage is the genital stage. His findings through this study was in the phallic stage, with the ages between 3 to 5. I'm just kind of remembering some of the things I've been reading over this past couple hours. So I'm trying to looking off to the side. I'm not reading anything here. The sun's actually right over here. I'm trying to block it, but I'm trying to remember what I've just read. I want to share this with you because this is so important for other topics that I'm going to be coming about. So basically, and this has been a big thing in psychology for the past several years, and especially in children and child development psychology. How important it was that both mother and father be involved in the child's life, because when one is a little bit further away from the child and one is a little bit more closer to the child, this theory begins to start to take place. And basically what the theory is the child will begin to have an attachment, a strong attachment to the opposite sex parent. Let's say, for example, the son has a strong attachment and desire for the mother. The child will also have a strong anger or jealousy towards the same-sex parent. And again, using an example, the son should be jealous of the father's liking towards the mom, or have an anger jealousy towards the father. He had went in as far as in his study to say that this child may even want to have thoughts of killing the same-sex parent, and having sexual, maybe subconscious sexual desires of play from a child, because the child's not going to have a sexual desire, but having a play desires of attachment and neediness with the opposite sex parent. Using the opposite sex parent to actually trigger emotions and triggers of things that are feeling good in the brain, bringing up good thoughts and good feelings in the body, sexually and emotionally, and touching those areas of the brain. When I say the word same sex is because it could go the other way for women. There was another doctor mid 1900s where she basically stated called the Electra stage. It was basically focused on girls, little girls. The little girls have this Electra stage, which is similar to the Oedipus complex, where the little girl will actually have a competition, jealousy, anger towards this new girlfriend or the mother, and can be competing for the father's love. Also, kind of quote or bringing up the ideology of the father-daughter relationship, daddy's little girl. So with my current situation, I'm noticing there's a lot of Oedipus complex coming from the son. My presence actually angers him, but he doesn't know. He actually is feeling fear, and almost like a, not fear, but like his fear of confusion and doubt, because he wants to have his mother all to himself. He has this clinginess, this neediness towards his mom, and I can see that his energy towards me is just a complete jealousy, 100% jealousy, and anger and dislike, and he wants me distant. Many times I'll sense that he feels uncomfortable me like walking next to her, getting close to her. Like he has this like, I need you away. I need you to get away. Like, don't get close. And so it's an abundance, and it's a strong attachment and a strong jealousy. And so I'm sensing this, and so I'm trying to be understanding in the whole situation of what he might be going through. Although it's really different for me. I have seen it before, but I haven't seen it so prevalent and up in my face, so strong and so intense like I do with this young man. So I'm reading and trying to understand this more, trying to have deeper understanding of it, without having hatred or bias or anger towards him or the situation. Because I try to be understanding as if I was that young man at some point. So I wanted to share this with you, because here's where it becomes really important. What I'll talk about in other videos is if you do not heal or fix, and the only things that do actually heal, in reading the past couple hours, just reading and trying to understand this more from other research and science-based research that I'm reading here, is the only thing is for the child. The child must come face to face with the issue that he's having or she's having. They must be told directly. And again, we can't be jerks about it. We can't, maybe it's not even you, like the opposite parent or the same-sex parent or the opposite sex parent, to be telling it to him. It should be probably a therapist. It could come from the loving parent. It could come from the jealous parent, or the jealousy that the child has for that parent. But it's all in the delivery, and the child needs to come face to face with it. They also can use some outside influences, some other stories, or one psychologist actually said to use social media as a tool to help the child understand, because it comes from jealousy. Basically, it stems from the whole world of jealousy, and how we can help the child learn that jealousy can be viewed in a healthy way, using different situations, and the Oedipus complex being one of them. Sorry, the sun keeps jumping in my face here. So with that said, the reason why this can be important, and what I'll be talking about in the very next video, is because if you do not heal that damaged child having that jealousy view towards one parent and strong unhealthy attachment style to the other parent, if it's not fixed or addressed directly and explained clearly why this is unhealthy for this child, if you do not give clear message to the child that this is unhealthy, and why it's for them and the benefit for them to fix this and recognize this. They will end up growing up and being that person who actually enjoys cheating with married men or married women, that Oedipus complex child. And this was in a couple of the most recent studies found that child that was never addressed and never fixed or never resolved Oedipus complex became an adult and specifically seeked out married men or married women to cheat with. This is really important because basically what happens is they see the same sex person now, right? The parents are no longer there to put them in the comfortable space of their toxic behaviors as a child, the jealousy here and the attachment here. I'm comfortable with this, and this is the way I've been doing my life, having jealousy and having attachment. And now they become an adult, and no longer is mom and dad there, but now they replace mom and dad with the same sex person. I'm now, for example, I'm now a man, and here is the other man, and oh, there's his wife, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have this attachment style and the strong attachment style to the wife, and that becomes the unhealthy pattern, transitioning from childhood trauma, unfixed childhood trauma, to the adult. This is really important. This is really, really important, guys. And here, as both us as adults today, men and women that watch this channel, it's important for us to relate these messages and now speak about it, because we can't coddle the child's feelings and emotions. That's what we've been doing wrong as a society, and is not going the right way. So it's time to address these things, even at early ages. If they want to act like an adult, talk to them like an adult, with love and respect, as adults should be talking to each other, because we've trained each other to talk to each other with disrespect, dislike, anger, jealousy, and hatred, and all this other bitterness. And that's not the way adults should be talking to each other. Talk to them like a respectful, loving adult. Be understanding of where their feelings are coming from. Help to guide them to a better version of them, but do not coddle them in their comfort of their toxic thinking and behaviors. I love you guys. I'll talk to you again soon. I hope this helps somebody out there. The Oedipus complex theory by Frequent. You get the picture. Anyways, take care, guys. I'm not going to cut this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys are doing very well. We got the New Year's coming up in 2 more days, and let's hit the gym and get healthy. Take care. Talk to you soon.